Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Hey. Hey. We're killing it
Yes,
today.
we are.
Killing it. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday. Welcome to the Jason Show. And welcome, HOBRT.
Hello. And by the way, is it just Tuesday?
It's just
In the middle of January? I don't know. I heard there's something going on today.
What is it, Hobie?
I don't know. It's Kendall's birthday, everybody.
Hey.
Yeah. So what are the big plans?
Well, one, I changed into my full sparkle uniform.
Yep.
Because, so I'm wearing my sparkle shoes, my sparkle earrings, my sparkle dress.
Sparkly Marky. That's your new nickname. I said that before the
Sparkly
show. I
Marky.
like it.
That's my new nickname from Hobie. And I've been on days when I'm not feeling so sparkly.
You know
My
what?
nickname.
You're feeling sparkly today and you're looking sparkly today. How about that?
Thank you. So today, well, we're actually right after the show. We're going on a shoot. We're going go-karting on ice, so stay tuned for that. Hobie tried to invite himself.
I would love to. I mean, is it like a birthday party type thing?
Well, it's just
that
Ted
sounds
and I.
really fun.
It's like Ted and Eric and I thing, so I don't know if we can take you.
Wow.
Thing.
Fine. Well, I'll just do this hour of television with you and then be on my merry way.
Sacrifice yourself. Do this hour just for all the
Yep,
people.
you know what? And then I do all this and don't get invited to go go-karting. Thank
Sorry,
you.
not sorry. I need a cart. I can't give my cart up.
Okay.
I don't think Ted's going to, so I'm going to do that. And if I survive the day, then we're going to Creekside Supper Club. Have you heard of it?
We were talking about it earlier. It sounds delicious, I will say. And I looked up some of the pictures online and like the wood paneling. It's got the supper club vibe.
It's got those oldie moldy vibes, but it's not. It's this
It's
new
brand new.
place.
That's a hard thing to do too, to make something
They've
that's
perfected
very
it.
new look old. But
perfected
one
it.
thing that caught my attention, there was a drink called the Pink Squirrel. I want a full report on it tomorrow. I have no clue what that is.
So you're signing me up to have a drink that
I don't know.
I've never heard
You
of.
wouldn't sign me up to go go-karting, so maybe I could sign you up for something.
It's true. I'm very much looking forward to my relish tray, all the dips. They have lots of dips. And then brandy old fashioned, doing it the Wisconsin way, put a little Corbel in there. Hey, people, I know you. I know you people. You're my people. So that'll be fun. And then that's kind of it, 'cause it's a Tuesday and I got to work
That sounds like a good day, though. It sounds like you're making it a good day.
Every day. One thing I noticed too, so yesterday, we talked about this as well. I was like, you know what? I don't do enough things that seem extravagant, goofy, like, for example, a pedicure. So I texted my girlfriend Angie and I'm like, how are your feet? And she was like,
That's a
hi.
strange question to
I know.
text somebody.
I know, but she knows me, so she goes, hi, they're okay. Want to go get a pedicure? I was like, yes. I have
So
not.
she picked up what you were putting down.
Oh yeah, she's one of
Okay.
my best friends. So like
All right.
she knows that if I don't talk to her for a month and then I'm just like, how are your feet? It's just totally
It just
totally
clicks.
kosher. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
why
fine.
not?
So we went and got pedicures. Hobie, I haven't had one in like 3 or 4 years and it was so nice. It was so nice.
So I've heard that it's nice and relaxing and it cleanses the feet. I just can't get over somebody like touching my toes. I get
That's your
ticklish
only
and
worry.
Not that, but also what if like I get a tickle in my toe and then like
Bonk.
and like something slips and then I get a cut on my toe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Here's the deal. These
Okay.
people are professionals. Everybody has
This is
ticklish
true.
feet.
This is true.
So you are giving up an hour of self-indulgence and massage therapy and beautiful feet because you're like, I don't know, my toes are ticklish and I might kick something.
So my wife did tell me. So in the summertime, I like to wear Birkenstocks a lot.
Yep.
And she pretty much told me you need to do
You need to
something
fix
with
that.
those toes and those feet because. So maybe this right here is the push that I need in the summertime to actually.
This is your moment, Hobie.
This is it. This is it.
Yeah, you're even getting a round of applause for that. That's a big one.
Oh, that's.
Look at you, look at you.
Okay.
Okay, pick up your dish. I mean, your spoon.
Like the whole dish. Here we
Pick
go.
up the whole table. It's time for that dish, everybody.
There's the dish right there.
I threw my spoon right over that way. Okay, come back to the TV, y'all, because this looks good. The Marvel Universe continues to grow. Disney Plus just dropped the trailer for the next Marvel series. It's called Moon Knight. It stars Oscar Isaac. We love him. And from the trailer, it's a little dark. I don't know. Check it out.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
I have a sleeping disorder. I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
I think I'm losing it.
Real catch you are. You're bloody useless, Stevie.
Stephen. I can't tell the difference between life and dreams.
Thank you.
Lost the contact lens.
Hope you find it.
Thanks.
Ooh, man.
Keeps going on to stay watching. Now, according to Disney, Steven, that's the main character you just saw there, becomes plagued with memories and blackouts of another life. The show will drop in March.
Ooh.
And if you're like, who is this character, this Moon Knight? Not someone that's been in the Marvel Universe more recently, but actually originally came out in the comic books in 1975.
Okay.
So it's not a completely new concept, but this obviously for
This
most
looks
of us
fantastic.
looks really good.
This looks fantastic. It looks almost like, I know this is Marvel, but you watch this and it's like, is this a new Stephen King show?
Right.
That's the vibe I get from this. Producer Ted said earlier too, Joker in some ways, but also you kind of throw the sci-fi mix is kind of how it feels in there.
Right.
It feels very Stephen King-ish, and I'm interested.
It does. And one of the reviews I read is that more recently, and I don't know enough about the Marvel Universe to know this, but they said that he's kind of come up in some comic books as more almost like a Batman in that he doesn't have supernatural powers. He has a lot of
He's
technology.
just a guy with tech.
But they're not sure if that's the spin that this movie is going to go on. And Ethan Hawke is in it. As
Okay.
you might have seen, he plays a villain. So it's kind of confusing, but it looks really good.
But I will watch it because here's the thing with me right now. There's so much Marvel. There's so much The Avengers, and then everyone has a spin-off, and everybody has a Disney Plus series. This seems like a very fresh take on a character that a lot of people might not know. And I think whenever you pick someone like this or a character like this, you can take it in a direction that people don't expect. I think it's very refreshing, especially for all of Marvel.
Right,
For
and
all of
I
them.
like Oscar Isaac. I really liked him in the Star Wars series,
Yep.
the more recent one. So it's cool to see him.
We watched
getting
Dune
something.
the other night, and he was maybe the most low-key character in the movie, which really isn't him.
I didn't even realize he was in that movie.
He was in Dune. He was in Dune.
Oh, really?
I wanted to like it, but
I'm probably gonna watch it anyway.
I'd pass on it. I'd pass on it. Next in the dish, Heidi Klum has legs for days, and she knows it. She was on with Ellen recently and shared that her legs were insured for, get this, $2 million. And on top of that, one is pricier than the other one. Take a look.
And one was actually more expensive than the other because when I was young, I fell into a glass and I have like a big scar. Obviously, I put so much spray tan on right now. You can't see it right now, but yeah. So one was more expensive than the other one. It's weird to think some people do.
All right, next one.
She said that one of her employers paid for the insurance, but still, Kendall, this is crazy. I know athletes insure themselves whenever they're about to play a sport or if like they're in between, like from college to pros. Pretty interesting, I guess you could say.
I remember when this first came out, like it was a rumor that she had insured her legs, and she wasn't really saying anything about it. But it was like, seriously. But then when you think about it, I mean, those are they're part of her moneymakers,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
I want to know, what would you insure?
Well,
Like,
whenever-
do you have a thing?
Well, whenever I walked into the studio today, Eric unfortunately almost closed the door in my face, and he used the words, "We got to protect that moneymaker." So, if Eric says it, I guess it matters.
The moneymaker.
This right here, or my teeth. My teeth would probably be
Important.
one thing. If that qualifies as a body part.
Well, I think
I'd
so.
say teeth. Yeah.
I was really thinking about this, and I'm stuck between my eyes because I
Okay.
feel like I kind of need that for my job.
True.
And the other one would be my vocal cords, which sounds really odd, but when I get sick or anything happens, that's always the first thing to kind of break and go.
Like next in the dish.
Seriously, I sound like I've
Coming
smoked a
up
pack
like
a day my
this.
whole life. So that's probably what mine would be.
Your voice.
I don't know. Yeah.
Vocal cords
Yeah.
specifically, because that is a body part.
Right,
Yeah.
your vocal cords.
And you were singing because you're taking piano lessons, right?
Yes, and I take piano lessons.
Oh, we'll have to get into that in another show, though.
Another time. Okay, think about your spouse's worst habit. Think about it. Hopefully it doesn't come too quickly to you. Katy Perry is dishing about the thing that drives her nuts when it comes to her fiance, Orlando Bloom. His worst habit. She chatted with a British radio show on Monday all about it.
What's Orlando's worst habit? Okay, go.
Oh my God.
Where do you start? That's what she's thinking.
He loves to floss, which thank God, because some partners don't, and it's disgusting. He has brilliant teeth, but he leaves the floss everywhere on the side of my bed and in the car and on the kitchen table. I'm like, there is bins everywhere. So
You need to train him.
Okay.
yeah, well, I've done my best.
I mean, it's
Flossing on the side of the bed?
Yeah. I know in like used too. I don't. By the way, Katie and Orlando got engaged in 2019 and they share a 1-year-old daughter together. Miss Daisy, which, remember her song Daisies came out and she like showed she was pregnant, that whole thing. Anyway, is there any, I mean, okay, I can think of myself.
I can too. Let's go down that path just in case the spouses are watching. Let's call out ourselves instead.
What's one thing that you think you do that drives Kristen insane?
I leave water glasses around the house a lot. I look like the little girl in Signs, if you've ever seen that movie where like the water glasses are all over the place.
Little half drink
That can
water.
be me. And I also, like, if we're cleaning up, I make piles of things, and those piles kind of just stay there for a little bit.
Oh my God,
I know that
just
drives
like
her
Jordan.
insane.
I
What about you?
I slam, according to him, I slam the door too loud every morning when I leave the room because I leave really early in the morning.
There's one thing for my wife, slamming the microwave in the morning to warm up breakfast.
Oh.
That's one thing.
Yeah, there's always a full list. I'm perfect otherwise.
Otherwise.
Because it's my birthday.
It is your day. It is
my
your day.
Hey, lots more to come from both of us right after this.
Yeah.
Eric, get those sparkly shoes.
Look at those shoes. Get them.
Hope you're hungry. We're serving up more Hot Dish today. The brand new How I Met Your Father started streaming this week.
I know this might sound crazy, but
Early reviews, not so good. Plus, Secrets of Sulphur Springs. Season 2 of the hit Disney Channel show is back, and I'm chatting with the Minnesota native who stars in the show, Josh Broughton. And keeping your houseplants happy in the winter. Shayla from the Plant Penthouse returns with her can't fail tips.
What she's going to show you right now, actually.
Yeah, Rue, what does Rue do? Why is your pet better than me?
Rue is better than you because she can keep balloons up in the air using only her nose.
Oh, yeah. Let me see. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. That is so good. Wow. Rue! Why is Mr. Bentley better than me?
Well, I've seen some of your dance battles, and you're not the best moonwalker, and that's one of Bentley's specialties.
I mean, yeah, I've done the moonwalk a bunch of times, one of my go-to dances, but Mr. Bentley can moonwalk? I've never ever seen a dog moonwalk.
Are you ready? Go get it. Get your ball. Go get it. Bentley's got to go get his stick. Get it. You get it. Are you ready? Get it. You get it. Bentley, come on.
Oh man, Pets on with Fallon last night. That's, of course, an old take on Letterman's stupid pet tricks. Still, a moonwalking dog. That's cool. I've seen it all.
I honestly think Harvey kind of does that, but I never thought of it that way because she
Like
likes
what?
to like back up after she gets something. Like she throws it in reverse, reverse, and it's like very like. It's pretty cute. Anyway, hey, more late night. Denzel Washington was on with Kimmel, and the two were talking about how he accidentally ran into an 87-year-old superfan 4 years ago.
And you were looking for like a barbecue place, right?
Yeah, I was looking for where my cousins used to live.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll take a look.
And I see you on Jimmy, you and
Jimmy Kimmel and all that clowning up. Yeah, we was clowning, acting up. What's up, little man? You don't know who I am, but they'll tell you one day. What's your name? My name's Denzel.
Her name, I don't know if you remember, is Juanita, and we tracked Juanita down, and in fact, she's with us right now. Hi, Juanita.
You should remember me. I'm wearing the same shirt so you would remember me.
Me too.
Were your friends jealous when they found out you had a visit from Denzel?
Oh, no, everyone was happy. Everyone was so happy to see him.
And what was
they
it
are
like?
still calling me, asking me when have I heard from him. I never heard from him since then.
Don't mess with Mama. That's Juanita Mother Hubbard, and she is 91 years young. Look at that woman.
That's incredible.
She looks beautiful.
I love how she calls Denzel out too. Like, I've never heard from him again.
He just left. He just never came back. That was really cute. I mean, the amount of hands that need to move in order for something like that to happen.
Absolutely.
Like, we know what that's like behind the scenes.
Sure.
I mean, and to get her set up on Skype and Zoom and make sure she's ready. And
I want to see Denzel, by the way, in the Macbeth.
That looks weird.
The new movie. Yeah, it's Joel Cohen who directed it. Minnesota native.
Cohen.
I love the Coen brothers movie, so might have to check that one out. Next in the dish, it was a rough game for the Arizona Cardinals last night in the first ever Monday Night Football playoff game. The Rock, he was on with Peyton and Eli Manning and was trying to give the Cardinals a pep talk, and that's when, oh man, poor Kyler Murray, the wheels just fell off. Take a look.
You got to get after it. You got to operate as if your back is to the wall. It's a back-to-the-wall philosophy, and when your back is to the wall, every moment in life, you have one place to go, and that's forward. Let's go.
Oh, no! No! Pick six.
Well,
clearly,
it's a good time to do this.
I cannot hear you going.
You got to.
That's what I was going to say. Apparently, Kyler Murray did not have the Rock in the headset on that one. I'm sure our people in Seattle are wishing that both teams could have lost because I'm sure we have some Seahawks fans out there. The Rock had to drink to that one. LA won the game 34-11.
Watching Peyton flip out like, oh no, you just did it.
If you haven't watched that, even if you're not a huge football fan, that entire broadcast when they do it on Monday Night Football, absolutely fantastic. They make football interesting to anyone who's watching. They find a way.
I love their guests that they have on because they're relatable. Like, everybody knows The Rock.
And they'll still go into the X's and O's type of stuff if you're a huge football fan. If not, their guests are absolutely great.
Can you imagine the emails and texts he is getting from Cardinals fans? Like, you jinxed it! I mean,
don't blame The Rock. Blame Kyler Murray for just throwing the ball up and leading to a touchdown.
I had nothing to do with that statement or that sentiment. If you have emails, please send them that way. Next in the dish, the stars of Flip or Flop are several relationships removed from their marriage. You might remember they were married, but their love lives are still ripe for the water cooler. What are we talking about? Well, Christina posted this picture on Instagram with her new fiance, Josh. She wrote, "Too fast, too soon, blah, blah, blah." That's a shot at people who think she jumps into relationships a little too quickly. Like, she literally typed that. She was married to co-star Tarek until 2018. And then right after that, she was married to Aunt Anstead that same year. And then she got divorced last year. And now she and this new guy started dating in July, and they're engaged. So if you followed that whole thing, congratulations. You get a donut, you get a donut, you get a donut.
Or a scone, since scones were in for your birthday today.
Yes, Kaylee O'Connell brought me some scones. Thanks, girl. But okay, you have a different take than I do on this, so I'm going to give you the floor.
You know what? After a pandemic, do what makes you happy. That's my thing. Do what makes you happy. We've all been through a lot. But if people come after you, if this doesn't work out, then deal with the repercussions. That's kind of how it goes. I mean, that's life. But is this marriage number 3?
This would be engagement. Yeah, number 3.
Maybe the third time's the charm. I hope everything works out for him.
You know, I do too.
Because who are we to judge if she wants to jump into a relationship?
I feel like I'm at church. Who are you to judge?
Yeah, but still. who are we to judge?
Okay, I'm going to judge a little bit.
Go ahead.
So it is a TV show. Obviously, she has made a lot of money off of their show that she had with her ex-husband. Okay, you get divorced, you do your thing. But then she went on and kind of broadcast her relationship with Aunt Anstead in another show, so she kind of made money off of that. And then they broke up, and now she's with this new guy. And it's like, If you're going to throw that out all the time.
Or maybe she's trying something off of the television.
I'm just saying, if she's going to throw herself into these relationships, you got to expect that people are going to talk about it.
Sure. But you know what? She came out and said blah, 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 this, that, and the other. You know what? Do what makes you happy.
This is a personal thing.
Okay.
When someone throws shade or hate or negativity, I choose to absolutely 100% not respond. That's just how I am. And maybe I think before she said anything, I was kind of like, okay, girl, do your thing. But now it's this combative thing, whatever.
You know what? Let her do her thing. How about that? Next in the dish, just when you thought the drama over at Jeopardy was over, oh, but wait, there's more. Alex Trebek's handpicked successor was CNN analyst Laura Coates. She was on Tamron Hall's show yesterday and talked about what she was told about guest hosting. Take a look.
Actually was as shocked as anyone else was when he first said, I never met him. I'm a lifelong fan of Jeopardy. I mean, I sometimes will watch it twice in a night and then play it back for my kids so I have all the actual answers so I look even smarter to my children. And I was thrilled when he said my name and I thought, my God, this person that I have watched my whole life really could even knows my name, let alone thinks that I would be worthy enough to fill his shoes, which frankly can't be filled. And I asked for the opportunity when it came time, when they were looking for people to possibly fill in. I certainly raised my hand and knocked on doors and found them closed. And I asked for the opportunity. I was told no, which is one of those moments, Tamron, when you have to remember to wear your own jersey. You have to remember to continue to be your own champion in other respects. And sometimes the vision that you have for yourself.
That's quite a story. Instead, Jeopardy messed up its first pick at a replacement, and it's still struggling to find its footing more than a year later with guest host still. Right now, Ken Jennings is on. Man,
I didn't know this. I might have maybe right when it came out.
Yeah.
When he had passed away, but I don't remember.
And here's
her
the thing:
name.
when Alex Trebek handpicks you, maybe you should give her a shot.
And the fact that the producers or whoever she had these calls with were like, no, thank you. I mean, they went through so many people. It makes
and it's hard to find somebody who walks the line of energetic yet serious for Jeopardy.
Right.
Mayim Bialik has done a great job. She might be the person that's going to be the go-to person for Jeopardy. I think she's great because also she has the acting background, but she's also clearly extremely smart. So I think that she could be a good pick for Jeopardy, moving in the right direction.
She's our.
And how about Amy Schneider? My goodness. I'm impressed every single week.
Seriously.
I'm impressed every single day.
She
Just
like
how do you
never rings
keep
in
that
and she doesn't
streak going?
know either. It's like she's just so
It's just there.
Okay, a little bit of a downer on a show I was real excited about.
Womp, womp, womp.
How I Met Your Father drops on Hulu today. The show stars Hilary Duff. And before we share some of those reviews, here's a clip of the previews.
This is the story of how I met your father. It was hard to live in the moment in 2022. There was always someplace else you could be, someone else you could be with.
I know this might sound crazy, but I've been on 87 Tinder dates this year. My last date was the worst one yet.
I was on another date before this, and I just had sex.
He told you that? Why would he tell you that?
That's not even the worst part.
To a night of new friends.
This is the best place ever. Repeat after me. Today is the first chapter of my next great love story.
Today is the first chapter of my next great love
story. Oh my God! You must be Sophie. It's a real pleasure. Oh my God.
I think it looks funny. The first 2 episodes are available on Hulu, and we hate to break it to you, but the reviews, not great. The Washington Post wrote, never thought I'd miss How I Met Your Mother, then I saw How I Met Your Father.
Oh, man, it's bad.
Sad. The Wrap says, How I Met Your Father is a legendary misfire.
That's better.
The Rolling Stone, who hates everybody, said, kids, this is the story of why How I Met Your Father is not funny at all. Okay. I'm still probably gonna watch it. I love Hilary Duff. I know there's a lot of Easter eggs in there for people who loved How I Met Your Mother. So I'm gonna give it a shot.
And they're probably trying to get to people in kind of our age group with Lizzie McGuire.
Right.
Because they know that. When's the last time Hilary Duff did anything of this magnitude, by the way?
Not for a while.
So, but that's a solid question. So maybe they're trying to help her move into the right direction if she wants to continue her career in acting in this manner, and also appeal to people who were fans of her on the Disney Channel.
Like me.
Like you. You right there. Hold on. I can't. This right here.
I'm too sparkly. You can't handle this.
This right here is the target audience.
Guys, we'll be right back with Shayla from the Plant Penthouse.
We've had a winter cactus that has not done well.
Ooh.
We moving on now. We're talking about the prom thing. I did. Of course. Come on. It's a good morning. It's your birthday.
My birthday.
We sing. Why not? We try to have a good time. Well, right now, unfortunately, it's the dog days of winter, and your indoor plants, they might be feeling it.
But there are some tips you can do to give your houseplants some extra love this time of year. Welcome back to the show, Shayla from the Plant Penthouse. Hey, girl, hey.
Hello, my friends.
Good morning.
Our plants need some help at our house. I don't know about you, Kendall, but...
Yeah, I'm so glad we're doing this today because I have a lot of questions. A lot of my plants just aren't looking very good. And I'm trying to help them, but I don't want to hurt them. What can we do to just, like a general, giving them some love this time of year?
Yeah, I would say overall, I just stick to the basics is the best idea that I have. I have kind of my 5 go-to categories of care, but overall it's really not doing too much because in the winter time is when they're not growing as quickly. And so I think a lot of times we try to overcompensate with the plant care, which can actually drive them to end of life a little bit sooner.
I could kill my plant by caring too much?
Yeah. Loving too hard. I have done that. That's why I don't have succulents.
Yes, you love them too hard. Okay, one of those things you talk about is light considerations if your plants are not doing very well.
Yes, that is really one of the biggest things that I have been focusing on this year, especially because during the summer we're getting a lot of bright natural light. So it's easier to keep your plants all over your house. Whereas now that we have less daylight, so the easiest thing to do is I like to move my plants closer to the windows, preferably south or west facing windows. And if windows are not a strong suit in your dwelling space, I recommend supplemental lights. So you can even do grow lights, and they have them now where they're not those bright greenhouse lights. You can use LED bulbs that screw right into an existing lamp, and it'll help you get that additional light that they may receive during the summer.
So Shayla, at our house, my wife likes to put plants on the windowsill, like just to get some of that light, but also next to a window. It's really cold where we live right now. How do you balance the light / temperature and all that goes into that?
Yeah, it is. It's a delicate balancing act in this plant parenting journey. That is the next thing is temperature. I learned the hard way. I was tempting God. I was like, you know what? I have heaters. It'll be fine. I singed both of my plants on my fireplace. Oh, no. So that is really the key is if you can keep your home between 65 to 75 degrees is optimal for plants. And if you do notice a draft from the windows, I either recommend sealing them if you can. Otherwise, even moving your plants a few feet away from the window or at night, especially as frost may settle in or anything, that'll really help preserve them and not shock them either by cold or heat. If you have base heaters, fireplaces, anything like that is a hurtful thing for our plant babies.
Does not help. One thing, watering and watering correctly, and then also, like us, humidity is very important, right?
Yes, absolutely. And so one thing that I like to do to monitor the watering during the winter is I keep my plants in their nursery pot and then use the decorative pot over it versus planting it directly into the soil or directly into the pot. That way I can monitor if it's overwatered or underwatered. Typically overwatering is more of a problem in the winter since it's not absorbing or using as much energy, so it doesn't require as much watering. One thing that you can do is, and I'll show you, I actually have a little Christmas cactus right here, but you can either place them directly into a pot of water to let it soak from the bottom. And otherwise, if you're unsure of, am I watering too much or too little? I recommend getting a moisture meter. You place that, you stick it right into the soil and it'll tell you kind of by varying degrees if it's underwatered or overwatered. And so it takes the guesswork out. And then when it comes to humidity, that's another thing in my place. I'm like, I feel like it's dry, but how dry is it? Mayo Clinic says optimal optimal humidity is between 30 and 50%. And so I just have a humidity meter that I'm able to see in my place. So you can either use humidifiers. Some people like to mist their plants. I feel like it more appeases the plant parent than it actually does the plant since it evaporates so quickly.
Shayla, I'm writing down what you said because we have a Christmas cactus too at our house, and ours doesn't look like that, I have to say. So maybe we need some notes at our household. Also, how do you go about cleaning a plant in the wintertime?
That is one of the biggest things, in addition to light, temperature, water. I know all of these juggling in your head. If you can remember to just wipe your plants down at least once a month, will save you from a little bit of pain. Also with that, if you can also keep your windows clean, that is another way to allow more light to come in. Because when it comes to cleaning, the plants are able to absorb light as they're undergoing photosynthesis. And so if you're able to have the leaves at optimal cleanliness to absorb in your windows, you'll be set on the right track. That also prevents pests. I have slacked on that, and I had a spider mite infestation on a banana leaf tree that I brought from outside, and it was a lot of work. And if I had just stayed on top of the cleaning and looking at the leaves, it would have been something that I was able to avoid. So that's where the cleaning goes hand in hand with this pest prevention. They love dry, warm environments. So again, avoiding those fireplaces, radiators, other heat sources. Another thing that I like to recommend is if you have a new plant, keep it away from the rest of your general plant population. That helps not spread the love if you can prevent it. And if you do have pests, it's not really, for me, it's not an if, it's more of a so when, just because they are natural organisms. So I love to use a bonide spray. You can use insecticidal soaps. But one thing that I recommend with those is just keep in mind, if you have pets, check the ingredients, because not all are pet friendly.
Okay, I love all this. I know I have 75 billion more questions, but we've run out of time for today. So if people want to know a little bit more about this, they can go on your Instagram page, Plant Penthouse. Thank you so much, Shayla. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I gotta work on all those things.
I think we all do. All right, we'll be right back. I've never thought about like wiping down the leaves of a plant. It's just a revelation today. Welcome back.
Today. Or my birthday. However you want to look at it.
Since Jeff won't hit the button, I'll just clap. How about that?
Thank you. Hey, sleep is very precious.
Yes, it is.
And a lot of us don't get enough of it. But one person on our staff says he's perfected his sleep, and he's here to tell you all about it.
Oh my goodness, brace yourselves. It means once again, time for America Loves Ted. Producer Ted Johnson joining us from the control room. Good morning, good sir. You look nice and refreshed and rested.
Does he?
Thank you. Thank you.
Apparently, it's all because of a new app.
Of the what?
A new app. Is that why?
Yes. It is a new app. First of all, Hobie, welcome. Second of all, Kendall, happy birthday. I heard it's your birthday. So
wow, thanks.
Really?
Thank you.
That's just what
I think we've only mentioned it once.
That's what they're saying in my ear.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
This new app changing my life.
Really?
It's called the Sleep Score.
Okay.
And I set it next to my bed, and through the magic of sonar, like that's how they find whales, right? So it does.
Only the whales. That's the only thing they use it for.
I set up my phone on the nightstand, and it's pointing at me, and it just like goes woo, woo, woo.
That's creepy.
And it determines when I'm asleep. It determines when I'm awake, when I'm in light sleep, when I'm in deep sleep, and when I'm in REM sleep.
Okay.
How does your phone do that?
Yeah. What?
I don't know, but it does
That's just straight. You are very trusting of your phone.
Well, here's the thing. So we have my stats from last week. Okay, as you can see here, here's Sunday. Sunday I scored a 63. Sunday nights are the worst because I always sleep in on the weekends, and then your body's out of whack. So Sunday was the worst. Monday, kind of getting better. Tuesday night is when I just hit my prime. Boom. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then this Friday is when I changed things up because I was like, well, I can't sleep for 12 hours anymore. So go to the next slide.
I'm sorry. Wait. Is that an option for you ever? That you were just sleeping 12 hours?
So 2 weekends ago, I would just sleep for 12 hours, and I woke up and I felt awful, and my sleep score was like a 78.
I hate you right now, Ted. You slept for 12 hours.
I woke myself up at 7 a.m.
Oh.
The phone didn't wake you up.
Oh,
well, the
7
phone.
a.m.
And
does the phone do everything now for you?
And I'll tell you what, the phone so you set your alarm, and it gives you a 30-minute window, and it senses when you're in light sleep, and that's when it wakes you up.
What? So it does it like how it should naturally wake you up hypothetically?
So if I'm in a deep sleep, it won't wake me up. It'll wake me up when it senses that I'm in the light.
Yeah, but what if you need to be up at a specific time?
Well, we haven't gotten to that point yet.
Okay, I was going to say, what if you have a deadline? Oh no, just let him sleep. He has nothing to do. It's all good.
Leo, show them. Okay, so here is Friday night. So my sleep duration, 7 hours, 58 minutes. That is a perfect night's sleep. It took me 24 minutes to get to sleep. The deep sleep, an hour and 25. What is that, a B? That's a B. And then my REM sleep, an hour and 17 minutes. Oh, that was a perfect night's sleep. My mind felt great. And then here's the other thing. You can go through the night and it'll show you light green is light sleep, the blue is deep sleep, and the yellow orangish is the REM sleep.
You know what's really sad for you is that the blue appears to be right when you're normally waking up. So I apologize.
Well, the question is, have you noticed a difference?
For whatever reason, I always look at my score and I'm like, yeah, that's about right.
Okay. I know we have to go, but costs? Is it free?
So this is free.
Okay.
It only they say it works best with iPhones. So this is free. You could get the premium version, which is like $6 a month, and then you can have access to all their
You only have to pay
sleep
with
tools.
your face because then it recognizes your face and goes into the database.
Exactly.
Scary.
All right, Ted, thank you for joining us. The app again, Sleep Score. It's available wherever you get your apps.
Download it, baby. Get some sleep. Bye. Well, we'll be back, but bye for now.
No.
Still close enough.
No. I'm feeling very awake today.
I thought you two were done with all this supernatural stuff.
So did we, but the ghost keeps reaching out to draw us back in. It would be rude not to listen.
Here's an idea. Why don't you try listening to your parents for a change? We mean it when we say this place isn't haunted by Savannah.
We know. The mirror told us.
The mirror?
That's how the ghost communicates. Leaves messages on the glass. It wrote no when we asked if it was Savannah.
It was probably just Griffin messing with you guys.
Ooh, the ghostly adventures are back on Disney Channel's hit show Secrets of Sulphur Springs. Season 2 just premiered last Friday. Welcome back to the Jason Show, everyone.
You might recognize him. Minnesota native Josh Broughton plays the father on the show, and I got a chance to talk with him and see what's going on in Season 2.
Season 2, The Secrets of Sulphur Springs. When we had you on last time, Josh, we talked about this show. I was like, oh, it's on the Disney Channel, but it looks really good for all ages. Can you bring me through the little bit about what happened last season and what we're getting into with Season 2?
Yeah. For those who saw Season 1, we are going to just pretty much smash cut, pick up where we left off. Sort of had that cliffhanger there, where Harper's character, I guess, maybe sees herself or sees a relative or something. And yeah, so we'll just pick up right from there. But yeah, for those who haven't seen it, it's a real easy just binge watch before Friday night. You can just jump on Disney Plus and knock out all of Season 1 and be ready to go for Season 2.
Mm-hmm. And I love the fact that Season 1 to me was a little bit of that spooky what's happening here, and now Season 2 seems to be more of a total time warp. How are we going to get out of this? What's going on with the kids and what's going on with your character?
Yeah, there's a lot. I think it's even possible it's even more eerie than Season 1 because we're dealing with a lot of like paranormal activity, and also Harper's character is starting to maybe learn about some special powers she might have. And the twins they're getting older and they're getting in more trouble, and Dad is frankly, he's ready to just get this hotel like cleaned up and maybe start making a couple of bucks instead of just throwing money into all of these problems with the house. So he wants to get some guests, and I want to get some guests in there and make it a fun place for people to go again.
And I know that in season 1, a big theme was the secret, right? Has that been revealed? Are you going to be revealing that in season 2?
I think that there are always going to be secrets. That's what's great. That's what's great
There's
about.
so many stories to weave in this story.
It's what's great about ghosts and time travel. It's my own son. He just turned 7. He's adamant that we go. They take the time portal to the Jurassic period because he said, "Dad, your show needs dinosaurs." So maybe that could be another secret, right?
Everything is better with dinosaurs. What's it been like working with? I don't want to call them kids because they're professional young actors, but how has that been for you?
They are pros. They're so annoying. They learn their lines in 5 minutes. They're so nice. They're happy to be there. They never have a bad day. I learn more from them than they learn from me. It's just an awesome energy to be around. It's kind of surreal. I've never really worked with kids in this kind of environment. I mean, they're my coworkers. They're my, we are colleagues.
Right.
And I get so much. They all have such cool personalities, and they're all so talented and so nice, and their families are great. And
it's Griffin. We were goofing off in this.
It's easy to have a good day at work on Sulphur Springs for sure.
Well, I would imagine that because you've worked with a lot of heavy content with things like Criminal Minds and American Horror Story, things like that. And so you're still in this supernatural world, which is spooky, but it's got that later effect.
It's okay.
Yeah. It's it's fun. Yeah. Even like a lot of the spooky stuff, I'm walking down the hallway with my kid who's wearing a stocking cap because he thinks it wards off ghosts. Even that is just it's silly, but it's also like something did right on the window, and it wasn't any of us. So
awesome. Well, thank you, Josh. I really appreciate the time.
Thank you so much. Hope to see you guys soon.
Yeah, in real life, and like you said, hopefully when it's warmer.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Hobie, did all that look very familiar to you? Louisiana boy?
Yeah, apparently it takes place in Louisiana. I'm interested. And there's actually a town called Sulphur in Louisiana. It's near Lake Charles.
Could all be true, people.
Yeah.
The Secrets of Sulphur Springs airs Friday nights on the Disney Channel, and it's also available on Disney+.
I don't know if it's all true. Some creepy things in Louisiana, some haunted places. Check it out if you'd like.
Just saying.
We'll be right back right here on The Jason Show, though. I would watch it. It looks cool. Oh, welcome back.
Hey.
Time now for the world's shortest segment. Woo!
Okay, today, a cool way Google is honoring the late Betty White. Okay, in case you haven't seen this.
I have not.
You just go to Google,
be surprised.
You type in Betty White, like we're doing right here, and after you hit enter, you scroll a little bit, and it says this. It says, "Thank you for being a friend," and little petals flower down. So that's really sweet. Yesterday, of course, would have been Betty's 100th birthday. I've never seen them do something like that for a
That's
person.
really cool.
It's cool.
That's really cool. We'll be right back.
Do it. Try it.
I need to do my You've never heard of the comedian Gallagher?
I'm sorry. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my birthday.
Is it? I didn't know.
I don't know if you heard. Time for the surprise goodbye. Okay, so as you know, this is the first time Hobie and
I'm trying to see
are
the video.
seeing this story.
Was not prepared.
It's very unprepared, so we're reacting the same time you are. Today, what's being called the sinking car selfie?
What?
Okay, a woman in Canada is being criticized after it seems she's taking a selfie on the roof of her sinking car. Are you joking? Oh my gosh. The car started sinking after breaking through the ice on a river in Ottawa. Police say people nearby used kayaks to help get her out of the car.
But she's standing on top of the roof.
Obviously, homegirl was not hurt, and she snapped a picture before her car sunk to the bottom. Now she faces charges for attempting to drive over the frozen river. Girl, you took a photo of it, you moron.
Maybe insurance purposes.
We are so...
I don't know.
Like, we are going down. Like, what?
Like the car in the ice.
A selfie? Your car is sinking through the ice.
Tomorrow on The Jason Show, we're chatting with a cast member on the traveling production Come From Away, plus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle actor Rob Paulson.
Like, that's your thought, to climb on the
roof and take a picture. That's welcome to society.
I can't.